Punaranda Punja Shri Govardhan Ki Shri Vrindavan Navami Paramai Paranam Ki Sangamani Ki Jamunamani Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Hari Naam Sankirtan Ki Brihat Mridanga Ki Sri Sri Ramaharava Ki Sri Iskan Calgary Ki Sama Veda Bhakti Ki All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Vishnu Padaya Sundare Srimate Bhaktimarga Namite Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Satyadesa Swami. Bruce, can you move over to the altar? Make room for the other devotees. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Hare
Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, I'd like to welcome you everyone. Today's class will be given by His Holiness Bhaktimarga Maharaj. Bhaktimarga Maharaj ki Maharaj, I don't know if some of you are new here, so doesn't know about Maharaj. So I'll give a quick introduction about Maharaj. Maharaj has been coming to this temple for many years now. Maharaj is initiating Guru in ISKCON and is also a GBC. Presently, Maharaj serves as a GBC for Canada, Cuba, and some parts of North America. Maharaj is also known as the Walking Man. Maharaj achieved this remarkable feat of walking across Canada 4 times, and beginning with his first visit in 1996. It's detailed in the National Film Board of Canada documentary, The Longest Road. His pedestrian pastimes include trekking across Ireland, the Fiji Islands, Mauritius, Trinidad, Guyana, Israel, and in other states. And so after the class, at our 6:30 CVA is organizing a gratitude fair outside. They have organized this to pay off their pledge towards new temple project. Their menu is huge, so please go out and support them after the class. Their menu includes noodles, pizza, vada pav, idli, sambar, chutney, samosa, kachori, burger, dhokla, rice, dal makhani, shahi paneer, sandwich, hot pakoda, pasta, puff pastry, pani puri, puri papdi chaat, gulab jamun, cupcakes, ice cream, popsicles, and many more. We've got a big menu outside, so please go out there and support them. Feast will also be served outside. And also, about 6 months ago, we did a Learn to Live Gita course. It was an online course conducted by His Grace Kanhaiya Thakur from Pune, and about 120 students took part in it. It was run in 3 semesters, and there was final exam after each semester. So students who challenged all 3 exams and passed will be given a certificate today by Maharaj. The time is very essence, so please, if you can, we're going to call upon all the students. If you can line up as fast as you can, and we can just give us this certificate now, and then Maharaj will start his class. And also, our upcoming festivals are, we are celebrating Radha Ashtami on Wednesday. So please follow up our social media, and we'll get all the details about the festivals. So while we're getting ready, start calling the names, please.
Hare Krishna. So the certificates are provided to all the participants who have given all 3 exams. And the top 3 would give a special gift. That special gift is a personally signed copy of Saffron Path by His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami Maharaj. Haribol. So Asha Kalra, I think she's in India, so she won't be able. Shubhanka Krishna Prabhu. Mukti Mataji.
I think he can fetch. I think he can fetch.
Gaurav Shalin. Shubhabrata Nandi Haji. Vishnupriya Mataji. Shubhabrata. Gokul Venkatesh Das. Gokul Prabhu? Okay. Arshini? Kaushik Prabhu? Nakul Prabhu? Sangeeta Mataji. Archana Maheshwari Mataji. Melody Mataji. Abhishek Nair. Melody Mataji. Raj Malini Mataji. Chetan Ahir. Rajesh Prabhu. Srinivas Prabhu. Himali Mataji. Vedant. Bhamini Mataji. Biju Prabhu. Snigdha Mataji. Robin Prabhu. Robin Prabhu. Yogesh Prabhu. Okay. Thank you so much.
Very good. It was great. Also, I'm pleased to announce some report from Sankirtan group. We have submitted the book score up to August 2024 in our Sankirtan newsletter with about 50 Srimad Bhagavatam sets distributed. Hari Bol. As of August 2024, we stand third position in 2024 book distribution, while ISKCON Toronto and Brampton are at first and second position. Globally, we stand 88th position out of 355 participating centers, while Mayapur, New Delhi, and Mumbai, Juhu are at the first, second, and third position, respectively. On behalf of ISKCON Calgary Sankirtan team, we thank each one of you who has been part of this yajna. We now look for your active participation in the Prabhupada Gita Marathon, known as Life to Give campaign. Thank you on behalf of ISKCON Sankirtan Group. Give one Maharaj to speak now.
All right, Hare Krishna, thank you. It's very nice to be here again. Sorry I missed the Rath Yatra this year. Dates were changed and it's sort of messed up things for me. Ram knows I'm innocent in this regard. Thank you so much for all your projects. The new project coming up. I'll announce quickly before we go ahead. There's this children's book. It's called The Walking Monk. And all the proceeds can go to the project. You didn't know about that, did you? The whole thing, 100% of whatever you get for these books. You have about 10 of them. It's a nice reading book. Okay. And we also wrote another book on poems called The Walking Monk Poems #1. And we'll read a little bit from that today, while we also concentrate on the Gita. I also brought for me, for myself, and for your pleasure, The Saffron Path. It's a book that details the walks that I've done around the world. It's very adventurous, and it's very exciting and enticing, okay? Don't be surprised if after you read this book, you might just put in your shoes and walk away from home and never come back. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjali Hari 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 Bhakti Janna Vallabha Yamuna Tira Vanachari Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. For 3 minutes, we will chant on our japa beads. If you have beads with you, fantastic. That's really cool. If you don't have them, it's less cool, but it's not, the end of the world. Okay? So, the Maha Mantra, which we just sang, is a combination of 3 words. They're meant for our purification. Okay? Combination of the 3 words are as follows: Hare, Krishna, Rama. Okay? And we'll just, recite the whole thing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, great. So what we'd like you to do is meditate on these sounds. You can sit with your back, neck, and head erect in a straight line and just concentrate on the sound vibration. Be nice if you could maybe close your eyes, or even the lights can be turned down for this little portion. It's only 3 minutes. It's not going to kill you. In fact, it will kill Maya. We could. All right? Concentrate on this. 1, 2, 3, go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. A little louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Speed it up. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I thank you very much. Give yourselves a hand for doing so much today. That's called mantra meditation. I'm going to read to you a poem that I wrote in honor of Radha, and it's called The Goddess. Since we're celebrating her birthday on Wednesday, we thought it was appropriate. It's very short. The Goddess, the glories of Radha, the embodiment of beauty, the spirit of purity. Her complexion resembles gold, while her senses are controlled. She's calm, composed, collected. To all souls, she remains connected. She is the epicenter of radiance. As a flower's essence is fragrance, she is the master in the cuisine. After her craft, she keeps it all clean. She is a teacher of surrender, thank you very much, holding no place for a pretender. And those who are morose to her can't come close. She is the epitome of the feminine, spontaneous in love, beyond regimen. Loyal to the prime one, through him devotion had begun. She is indeed the goddess, the queen, the only way to get to the king. Her name is Radha. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. And we had a program last night, and spontaneously we did a skit or a drama. I thought we could do one today. Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not going to be too long. I'll have to pick one of the poems first to see what would be. I've written about COVID. Who wants to hear about that? There's stories of kings and queens and heroes in the Vedic system. Okay, this is called Best Avatar, and it's about Nityananda, who's the most, let's say, merciful of all. Can I get one volunteer, a male person, to portray Nityananda? Can I get somebody? I didn't give you a chance of warning, but if there's somebody who could help us. We can have 2 more people, Jagai and Madai. Okay, who would like to volunteer on the men's side? Okay, I'm not leaving until we choose somebody. You have to surrender, that's the process. Do you want to come up? Come on up. Yeah, we've worked together. I forget your name. Sanjay, woo! Back in the days in Edmonton. Sanjay, you can just come up here. Radhamada will move back a little bit. Okay. Can I get 2 people who like to play the roles of drunks? You could have done that. Okay, we can choose. I need 2 more people. What about you? Okay, we'll just get 2 ladies to do it then. Okay. 2 drunken women. Okay. Shameshwari, who else? Anybody else? Going once? You'll do it? Okay, fantastic, yeah. Can you put your bead bag down? Because the drunks don't have bead bags on them. Okay, great. So they have not had a chance to look at this at all. It's a short poem. So go for it, just wing it, okay? All you have to do is stand up. And all you have to do, Sanjay, is act out what I'm saying. Okay? All right. Let's hear it for our volunteers. This is called Best Avatar. He is by far, indeed, by far, the mercy avatar. Okay, yeah.
I'm Nitin.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
I'm talking about it.
You're talking about yourself. You're the mercy avatar, so you go. My mercy is going out to you. Yeah, just give it out. Yeah, look at that grace. Wow. Okay. For he bore the blood during the love flood. Okay. And you go, oh my God. Good, good. A companion to Gaura, life was less is more. Distributing a wealth for everyone's health. Sure, no problem. I love it. Committed to the name, you go Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, and establishing its fame. He went door to door. I'll do the sound for you. Sound effects is my department. He went door to door. One more time, because they're sleeping. Okay. In the effort to explore. He went with Hari Das. Can we get another volunteer here? For would you like to? You're very animated. Yeah, you. Yeah, I can see you were the best dancer tonight, I must say. Okay. He went with Hari Das. You guys can hug each other and sort of buddy it up. There were many gains, no loss. With interesting reception. Okay? So you chant Krishna's name? And you like go, no. Just go to people. Can you chant? Just go to people. Hey, can you get fired up? Can you get into this? Okay. With interesting reception, prepared for any rejection. And you can go to each other, so, oh well, what to do? Okay? Jagai, Madai, they're in queue. Okay. The loud, obnoxious two meant more than their match. When Nitai did dispatch, totally drunk as hell, they swayed, they fell. Nitai had a thought. These men shall not rot. They should be given a chance to sing. Oh, oh, I do the sound effects. Oh, and to dance. Okay, great. To the ultimate sound, with head up, feet to the ground. If they do succeed, that's all we need. Gaura's mission is one. You can just like, yay, like at the Olympics, yay. Okay, one. Both of you can do that. To whom we will run. Unknowing such a plus, these two nasties raised a fuss. Struck the head of Nitai. No, that's not Nitai. It's the wrong guy. You can't change the Leela. Well, they're drunk, so they have to be forgiven. Struck the head of Nitai, as if to say goodbye. But Nitai did stand up, told Gaura not to chop with his chakra. So Chaitanya is supposed to come into the scene. So anybody wants to be Chaitanya? How about you? Yeah, that's okay. Here you can overcome your self-conscious. Okay, so you're coming, you're angry, but you have to face the audience. This is an angry smile. But Nitai did stand up, told Gaura not to chop, the thugs' lives to spare, hearts turned then and there. The two lowly drunks practically became monks. So how do you become a monk? You have to shave your heads, right? Like a victorious Skanda, credit to Nityananda. Hare Krishna. That's it. Thank you very much. That was good. You guys are good. Okay, so today is, it's the month of September. It's the 9th month of the year, right? And what day is it? It's the 9th. 8th. Is it 8th?
Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay, so there we go. Is it 8th or 9th?
8.
Okay, so here we go. The Sanskrit for this verse, 9-8. Prakritim swam avastabhya vishrajami punaha bhutagrama imam kritsnam avasham prakriter vashat. Translation: the whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, oh boy, it is annihilated at the end. Hare Krishna. And here is the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I'm going to charade this out, okay? Thank you very much, Prabhu, for debelling the bell. The material world is the manifestation of the inferior
Jiva.
Jiva? What is this? Jiva?
Grace?
Rhymes with synergy.
Energy.
Thank you, energy. Haribol. We're off to a great start here. This material world is the manifestation of the inferior energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This has already been explained several times. At the creation, the material energy is let loose as the Mahatattva, into which the Lord, as his first Purush incarnation, Mahavishnu, enters. He lies within the causal ocean. Very good. And breathes out innumerable, no bubbles, it's not a bubble program. Universes, yes. And into each universe, the Lord again enters as Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Thank you. Each universe is in that way created. He still further manifests himself as Kshirodakshayi Vishnu. And that Vishnu enters into everything, even into the minute atom. This fact is explained here. He enters into everything. One more paragraph. Now, as far as the living entities are concerned, they are impregnated into this material nature. And as a result of their past deeds, they take different positions. Thus, the activities of this material world begin. The activities of the different species of living beings are begun from the very moment of the creation. It is not that it all is evolved. The different species of life are created immediately along with the universe. Men, women, animals, beasts, birds, etc. Everything is simultaneously created because whatever desires the living entities had at the last annihilation are again manifested. It is clearly indicated here by the word avasham that the living entities have nothing to do with this process. The state of being in their past life, in the past creation, is simply manifested again. And all that is done simply by his will. What did you say? It's okay. You're forgiven. This is the inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of God. And after creating different species of life, he has no connection with them. The creation takes place to accommodate the inclinations of the various living entities. And so the Lord does not become involved with them. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks for participating. Okay, 9.8. That's great. This is the middle of the Bhagavad Gita, and so it's called the most confidential knowledge. When we talk about confidentiality, we're talking about something very personal and kind of private, secret even, maybe even sacred. Prabhupada explains that the confidentiality that is contained in this verse has to do with your identity. What is our identity, truly? It's not this body. I'm not a baseball cap. I'm not a white kurta or yellow kurta. I'm not a sari, all colorful with dangling earrings. These are exterior, let's say, features. The real me is inside. I'm a spirit, and I have a relationship with another spirit. It's a superior spirit. There is a hierarchy. We are not all one. In one sense, yes, but in another sense, no. We prescribe in the Krishna consciousness movement to the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which are the teachings of Krishna. And there is a term to describe it. It's called Achinchiveda Veda Tattva. That means simultaneously, inconceivable, simultaneously one and different. Just like to give an example. We are a community here, but the community is made, it's a unity of individuals, right? You're different, you've got sideburns, he doesn't. So we're all different. We all have different desires. Some people like broccoli, some people don't like broccoli. You know? So we're different. And that's okay. That diversity creates variety. It's masala. India is the place which champions masala on all levels, especially when it comes to spice. Everything's nice, especially when you put it in your rice. Okay. Yeah. So that's what's confidential. There's a relationship going on, you know, and that relationship is between the individual spirit or atma and the superior spirit, param atma. Okay. One thing that I find to be a real interesting piece of information in this purport is, you know, what is your destiny? You know, what kind of body you will get. People ask that, what kind of body will I get? We're given some ideas. At this time of the year, the bears, of which we have a lot in this country, they're going out and they're eating berries like crazy. They're eating rose hips, anything they can get their teeth into, fish, you know. And the reason why they're trying to put on pounds and calories is to deal with the long 6 months sleep that they will have. We're talking about black bears, especially. And they will have a long sleep, and when they wake up, they will come out quite weak and frail, and they're like almost like Jagai and Madai, you know, like kind of not with firmness, but rather with almost like disability until they start eating. Okay. So the sleep that we can consider that happens with God, Vishnu in this case, the Vishnu manifestations of Krishna call for a rest. It's called Yoga Nidra. Yoga means to unite, spirit with spiritual, and Nidra means to sleep. So spiritual sleeping. Like we all have different kinds of rests, different kinds of sleeping. How many of you have had nightmares in the past? Don't be shy. You're sleeping, everything's okay. Oh! What was that? Okay. If you were sleeping, then now you're awake. You know, and then you have all of those kind of dreams which are pleasant dreams, and you had a good sleep, you wake up, you're feeling fresh, like everything's positive about the world. Also, you might remember a little bit of the dream, you know, when you wake up. you may also remember a little bit of what it was like when you went to hit the sack, as they say, hit the pillow before you went to sleep. What were you thinking, you know? Therefore, it's advised for those who are on the spiritual path is to hear about Krishna, hear about the Supreme, hear about the Leelas of the Lord. And then there's a better chance that you'll be thinking about the Lord in sleep, what to speak of when you wake up in the morning, you know? You'll be in the shower, okay, you'll be singing about God, you know, because you were thinking about, you were reading about Him. So what I'm talking about is a carryover from the previous day. What's very interesting here, is a vital piece of information, is that at the time of destruction, dissolution, we're all absorbed in the body of God. Vishnu becomes pregnant with us. And then, after the cycle is over, it's time for a new, fresh, like a restart. And the next time after Brahma's died, then we are born again, we are breathed out. And we take a position similar to where we left off. Chapter 8 from the Bhagavad Gita also discusses this matter. Antakale chamam eva smaran muktava kalevaram. Whatever you're thinking of at the time of death, that state you attain in your next life. One of my godbrothers, his name is Achyutananda Swami, and he once gave a class years ago, and he was talking about when he was in India, and there was one man who got hit by a train, and the train stopped, and he had his few last breaths. And people were surrounding him and saying, is there anything we can do for you? Is there anything we can help you with? Because everyone felt he's going to go. He'll depart soon. So he asked, he had one word, bidhi, like cigarette. So that's the thing he wanted before leaving this world. That's what was on his mind, a cigarette. So can you imagine taking birth as a tobacco plant? You know, that's the way it's supposed to work, you know. Yang Bhavi Swaram Bhavam Chichanti Kalevram. That's another verse in chapter 8 that helps us to understand that your consciousness that is embedded within has thoughts, and those thoughts will carry over into the next life. Right? So therefore, in Krishna consciousness, we make a big effort to go at it clean ourselves as best as we can. Go for a purging, so that in the next life, should we come back, we will start off in a clean manner. And Krishna states in the Gita, he says, Yesham tvandikatam papam jananam punya karamanam te dvandva moha nirbhukta vajanti mam drida vrita. So what that means is that if you have acted piously in your previous life, you've done good things, good deeds, and in this life, in the next life, you're guaranteed to have it easy on the spiritual path. You'll be able to go at your bhakti, your sadhana, with gusto, with determination. You know, it's like that. Some people, they just take to the bhakti path real like this. It's natural. And we can conclude, they have been doing this in the previous life. Some people find it a little hard, you know, but they stick at it. And if they are sincere and they show integrity, Krishna will help them. If we're lacking in some area, he will fill in the gap. Okay, so going back to what's in the purport here, we were alive before, and when there's a partial or especially a total annihilation, when Shiva does his dance of destruction with his damaru, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him dance. That would be a real show, right? And then the world is devastated, engulfed by the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Then there's a new start, a fresh start. The new world is evolved. And then we come back into this world again, especially if we have not purged ourselves sufficiently. We can only go back home, back to Godhead, back to the kingdom of God, if we've, let's say, become qualified. And what is the qualification? You got to be clean inside. I had a yoga teacher couple out in Florida. It was a few years ago. They asked me, "So Swami, what do you think is the goal of all of this? This yoga and so on." And my answer was, the goal of it is to get clean. Basically, that's it, to get clean. Get clean of what? Lust, anger, greed, madness, envy, illusion. Those are the things that are holding us up, that are blocking our, advancement towards moksha or liberation, or even what to speak of love of God. So that's what we have to work at. Just like, say, for instance, if you run a temple, or managers of temples, do we have any managers of temples here, of this temple? You're one of them? Okay, if you come to the temple, or Vedavyas, and you come, and you see the fire hydrants there, you see a few chairs in the door, you see, what else would we have here? The donation box. There's something wrong. Because people have to come in, and they also have to get out. So you have to clear the entrances and the exits. Just say we were to do a real play, not just the one that we, let's say, randomly put together. You have to have entrances and exits, and they can't be things in the way. Your stagehand has to clear all those things. You can't be tripping all over props to make your entrance on the stage. It has to be clear. So for our Atma to exit from this stage, the body, things have to be clear. And as we understand in the system of yoga, when your body exits from this, or like your soul exits from this body, it can exit from here. It can exit from one of the holes, the one down below, the one, the derriere, or it may even exit here. This is called the Brahmarandra. This soft spot here, like kind of where the Shika is, if you have one. I have a little one, okay? The soul may leave from there, it may exit. The point is everything has to be pretty much clear, and clear consciousness is the way to go. We have to clear our consciousness. So if we are dealing with, let's say some trials and challenges, such as anger, some of us get angry. How many people get angry once in a blue moon? Or how about lots of times? Okay, we get angry, and you know what that does. Anger shuts down the intelligence. Anger gets you all hot and emotional. When you see people angry, they said their lips twitter, and they turn red. What else? There might be this, and there will be volume. You don't have to speak so loud I can hear you. You're just 2 feet away from me. But anger is such that you start to act out of control, right? And that anger is something you don't like, Mind you, anger has its place. And if you see someone being abused, you can be angry at the victim. Or the person, we have a soft spot for the victim, be angry at the vilifier, the antagonist. So there's a place for anger. Krishna got angry with Arjuna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got angry with Nityananda. Hanuman got angry with Ravana. So these are all great heroes. They're holy, but they have exhibited this particular emotion because it was very natural for them to emote. And so there are places like that. But in most cases, when we get angry, it's not really justified. Am I right about that? Would you agree with me? Sometimes we get angry because we're cranky. Why are we cranky? Because you worked too hard, or you didn't have enough sleep. Adults aren't different but babies. Why do babies cry? Because they're cranky. Why are they cranky? Because they need sleep. Mommy! hey, like that, right? And so adults are the same. We're not that much different. And so there's many reasons for it. Anger is, invoked by jealousy, and that type of thing. These are all emotions that we really don't want to carry. So by taking to the process of bhakti, there's a chance that you can subdue some of these things. You can get them toned down, right? Toned down, like this. Krishna comes to this world to tone down the anger dynamics. Paritranaya sadhanam vinashaya chadushkritam. He comes here to protect his devout followers and to subdue the nonsense that goes on, to tone it down, right? Just like sometimes we have kirtan, there's too many kartals. Do you have that experience? Too many dustbin, boom, 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 boom. Have you had that experience before? Speakers are loud, right? Too loud. Maybe there's 5 murdakas playing in a small room. Kind of doesn't work. So therefore, we say tone down. Shanti. Make it nice. Again, sugar and spice. Everything's nice. James Brown. Hare Krishna. I feel good. Okay, so anyways, these are some of the things that we must contemplate on. That there is a continuity of thoughts from the past. There is a residual effect of the previous life. So sometimes people wonder, why do I keep having the same dream? Why is there always a tiger coming at me, and I'm running for my life? It's because we probably had the experience before. Or like, there was on one of my walks, I think it was the 3rd walk, I was in British Columbia, and it was by the Crow's Nest Pass, the southerly route, and one person, it was during rush hour, he pulled over and said, "Excuse me, I just have to ask you something, you're a monk, right?" And I said, "Yes, I'm a monk." "Well, I just have a question. I have this recurring dream, and I just want to tell you about it. I need some clarification. I was living in a monastery in Eastern Europe, and I was reading quietly some of the texts, the holy texts in the library of the monastery. And suddenly these doors banged, they banged the door. And suddenly, a guy in army fatigues came in, and this was during the Russian Revolution. He was quite specific. And he put up his gun, and he aimed it at me. And that's all I remember. And I keep getting this recurring dream. And he asked me, "Do you believe that this actually happened to me in the previous life?" And I said, "There's no reason to doubt it, that you went through that or something like that. You experienced a lot of fear, and that fear is with you. It's following you, So he didn't want too much advice. He just wanted do you believe that it could be true? And I said, "Yeah, it could be true." Then he went back in his car and went back to work. But, it was kind of like, it was really taxing him. And it's in this book too, The Saffron Path. There's this lake in Saskatchewan that's called Little Manitou Lake. And it has minerals in it which cause you to float. You can't sink. Has anybody ever been there before? It's a healing lake. It's near Saskatoon. It's at a small town called Watrous, and one of our Bharat boys, one of our guys from India runs this hotel where the healing waters come in there, and people go and they just pay some money and you just float on the water. You don't sink. So I was this was my 3rd walk, and I was swimming, and I came out, and I had all this little white sort of flaky stuff on me from the minerals, and there was a lady there, and she introduced herself. She was a local person. I said, "Well, I'm a monk, and I'm in the middle of walking across Canada." "Oh, really? You're a monk? Oh, maybe you could tell me something." So Here's what she had to say. I gave birth to a few children, but at one birth, which was very, very difficult, I needed special assistance. And the surgical table, I remember I was leaving my body, and I was up in the corner of the surgical room, and I was looking down at what was going on. They were working on my body and helping me with the birthing of the child. I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl. And I just, and then I came back into my body. And can you tell me what that's all about? Because I went to my priest and he couldn't explain anything. So I said, this is my understanding. I'll give you an example. It's like you're going to Walmart, okay? And you go in the car, you turn on the ignition, and you realize, oh, I forgot my purse, okay? So you let it idle, the car idle, and you go out and get it. You just let it stays there for a little. You went outside the vehicle, you went to get your purse, bring it back in, and then you proceeded to go for your shopping. And it's like that. We call it astral projection. The soul can move. The soul is different from the body. So she found that very interesting. And so we talked a little bit more about how life as a human is for making it as best perfect as you can, so that you can keep traveling from one body to the next, and finally you'll leave this world altogether and enter a perfect situation of freedom. We call it moksha. So that's how I explained it in those terms. It's so nice when you go out there and you meet folks, Yeah, I found it really helps when you walk across countries. I walked a few countries, myself, across Canada 4 times. Really? Oh, then they have something that more questions that find you very interesting. So, if you'd like to share the Krishna conscious philosophy, my suggestion is walk across Canada, and then make it known. You can tell some people some interesting things. But what we discussed yesterday is that, Krishna's interested in our sharing. Actually, it was this morning. We talked about it with some of the young students. Were any of you there this morning? Any of you there? You were there this morning. Can we talk about that? Krishna is very pleased with those who share, right? Share what? Prasadam, the holy name, wisdom, and love. 4 things, really, I believe, that when you add it up, 4 things that we share. Krishna is very dear to those who share these things. Don't hoard them, don't hold them back. In fact, learn the art of how to come on to people and how to approach them. And it is an art, unless if you're one of those extremely extroverted people. And there are some people who are quite extroverted, and they can talk to anyone. And I have one god brother. He lives in Florida, and he's very extroverted. And he goes around. He's met a lot of famous people. Does anybody know the actor Marlon Brando, the Godfather? He stuck cotton in here. Oh, that gives an offer they can't refuse. Something like that. So he's a great actor. And my friend, he approached, he found out he was in some dining room, said, "Hey, Marlon, how's it going?" How's it going? But of course, he never met him before. It's really good to see. It's been a real long time, Started, saying, yeah, good. Yeah, it's been a while, Well, I got this really great, it's a great book for you. So, hey, I got this. I've got it. So this devotee is getting a lot of credits from Krishna for sharing Krishna consciousness with famous people and some people that are not so famous. Our job is to share. That's what we're all about, right? When you share, you care. And, somebody was nice to us to tell us about Krishna. How many people were told about Krishna other than your parents? Maybe your parents, yeah. Okay. and someone told you, say, that's interesting, I'm going to check it out, right?
I came from completely different.
Another different
Poster.
background.
I
Okay.
come from a Jewish family.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, and when I was exposed the first time 10 years ago,
Oh, yes.
for Kriya Yoga and Krishna and Shiva, I was
Blown away. Beautiful. And it is very surprising, like any stories about creation. I think that our indigenous people have some good far out stories about creation. Other than them, I haven't heard anything. Like indigenous folks, native people from different continents, they've got some good stories about creation. And we top it off. There are interesting stories to hear about the different expansions of God. There's God, which is Krishna, and then there's Vishnu. And then Vishnu, he duplicates himself, but he takes a different size, and then he has a different purpose, and then he does it once again. There's 3 layers, like a beautiful layered cake. So it's so interesting. It's so
Isn't it karma?
Part karma.
Isn't the karma the layers of cake?
Yeah, well, you can certainly talk about karma, but Vishnu's expansions don't have much to do with karma. It's transcendence. It's a story about, giving birth to all of our living entities and the different species of life. Vishnu is an expansion of Krishna that basically has a purpose, and that is to bring us into the world. So Vishnu is...
Speaking about the human, is the human is not available to Krishna if he has too much of a big karma, or Krishna can help him continue to disturb it?
Well, Krishna can do anything to help you. You just have to show sincerity. That's the main thing. You have to call on him to help. Remember the song? Just call out my name and I'll be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a friend. Okay, so Krishna is our friend. He's in our heart. And you just have to call on him by chanting his name. And then surely he will come in some shape or form and help us with our woes, with our problems. He is always there to help. So thank you. I went a little overtime. I hope that the big boss, I'm just a DOS, but there's a big boss here, and his name is Krishna, and Bhaktimarga is represented. Is he there somewhere? Probably busy outside. I just want to thank you very much, and I want to stick to the program as best as possible. Are there any quick questions, maybe? Quick. Yes, Lord.
About that dream part,
The which part?
dream.
Dream.
If I keep dreaming about my grandparents, it's been quite long, it's 5-8 years now.
Okay.
What does that mean? They are gone.
It means that you're attached to them, and it could well mean that your soul will end up being where they are.
And is there a way I can push them to Krishna consciousness?
Yes, you can pray and chant for them. We have such a thing as Shraddha. That's practiced by some devotees, but the best thing you can do is pray for them, chant Krishna's name, and with an intent to help them move up.
Do we do Shraddha in ISKCON?
Some devotees do. But it's understood that if you are chanting Krishna's name, Shraddha is automatically included. Okay. It's actually a very nice gesture to think about your ancestors, to think about the forefathers, whatever background you have on them, and to express some kind of gratitude. And so in Shraddha, oftentimes food is offered to the ancestors. They're good gestures. There's nothing wrong with it. But our emphasis is let's serve Krishna. And devotees do pray. They can pray for someone. You can dedicate your prayers. It's quite all right. You put some good energy out for someone specifically, and Krishna's very good at helping the situation, honestly. Thank you. You can be specific about your prayers. Thank you for the quick question. You are super quick, man. Anybody else? Some quickies? We have somebody with their hand up there. Oh, si, senor.
Hare Krishna, what if you're anxious about the future?
It's imagination.
What about,
What if you're anxious about the future?
oh, you're like worried about the future? Well, Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, Aham Tvang Sarva Papebhyo, Mokshishami Manchucha. So he says, just submit to me. Give your heart to me. Give your life to me. And I will protect you from karma. On top of that, he said, I will give you moksha. I'll free you from the bodily engagements. You don't have to take birth again. Finally, he says at the end, Ma Shucha, don't worry. No anxiety. Right? There's a song in The Lion King about not worrying. Okay, I'm sure they got the idea from Krishna's Bhagavad Gita. Okay, what's the song? Can you sing it? Okay. Okay, good. So this is it. You want to get free from anxiety? Take shelter of Krishna. Krishna's like your big brother, your big father, your big protector. And when you have that shelter, there's not much need to worry. Less anxiety, less stress. Depend on him. He is there for you. Good. I thank you for the quick question. Let's thank the people for the quick questions. And anything else that, people can throw rotten tomatoes at me if I'm going overboard. I don't mind. I like tomatoes. Okay? Anything else? Any other quick questions? Going once? Yes, sir.
When can we have you again?
When can you have me again? You haven't got me yet. I was supposed to be here for the for the Rath Yatra, but dates got changed, if you recall, and locations got changed. So I was supposed to come at the end of June when it was booked, but that Halifax had already grabbed me. They booked my ticket, and I was bound to them. So that last minute stuff doesn't work. I'll just come. I can promise you this. I'll come as soon as I can. Is that okay? Yes, Hare Krishna. Just want to remind everyone, we have these beautiful children's books. It's called The Walking Monk, and the proceeds go to the new temple. I have this book. It's about my journeys across Canada, the U.S., Ireland, Israel, maybe India one day, but that's not in here yet because it hasn't happened. And some of the poems that we read from here are also available. Okay? So I guess that's about it for now. And thank you very much for having me here. And we'll still be around for another day and a half or so. And that's about it. 8, because I'm Canadian, 8. Right? 8. All right. So thank you very much. And we'll just offer our mantra, which we do when greeting or, say goodbye to some Vaishnava. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasandhamevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Again, we'd like to thank all those devotees who volunteered to be on the stage. Here, I'll give this to you, okay? Yeah, sure. Thank you. You're the closest. Sanjay. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay, and I guess we have someone else to say coming up.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you everybody for joining us today in glorifying Shri Radha Madhav, Lord Srinath Ji, Gaunitai and Srila Prabhupada. We are very thankful to His Holiness Bhaktimarga Maharaj for visiting us, taking his valuable time out of his schedule and visiting us. And we are very fortunate to have the association of Maharaj. And so as I said, so Maharaj is leaving on Tuesday. So if anybody wants to see Maharaj, I'm pretty sure Maharaj has some time from tomorrow. You can see Maharaj tomorrow.
Can I say something too?
Sure.
Yes, we actually, we do every 2 weeks, we have a Zoom call called Gita Chat. And it would be 6:30 your time here. And it's just 1 hour. We're combing through the entire Bhagavad Gita. So we're looking for a few more people. We have classes on Mondays, we do Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, every week. Wherever I am, I'm on the film with you. And it's a very in-depth study. It's a lot of fun. You make friends. It's a nice way to keep contact. And if you want to know the names of the people or to call for the link, I can let you know that after this program. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj, for that. So you heard Maharaj's, Zoom classes. So if you want to join, Maharaj can send us the link. You can join those classes. So we are celebrating Radha Ashtami, appearance of Srimati Radharani on Wednesday, September 11th. The program will start at 5, so please join us for that. And we are still looking for the sponsorship on that day. If you want to sponsor prasad, garland, dress, or abhishek on that day for that, so it's still open. So you can contact me or you can contact our Pujari Dwarkadish Prabhu. So if you're interested in any of these sponsorship, please join us for that. And as I said, the program will start at 5 and it will go till 7:30, 7:45. After that, it will be pre-packed prasadam on that day. So please join us for Radha Ashtami, and it will be very nice if you can join us for the Mangal Aarti on that day. It's 5 in the morning on Radha Ashtami day. Please join us for that. And then on the 17th, we are celebrating the Bhadra Purnima. Program will start at 6 with the Aarti, and then there will be Yajna. And people who have sponsored or got the Bhagavatam set, so everybody is most welcome to come and sit in the Havan on that day. So please make a note of that. You can do that. And is anybody here for the first time today in the temple? Anybody's first visit in the temple? Give them a big round of applause for all that. And you all know we have put the tents outside in the parking lot today. There is a gratitude fair going on. So my humble request to everybody, please go see outside. There's tons of variety of the food, tons of variety. You can't believe it. I was just outside. There is so much food outside, you won't be able to, your eyes can't even believe it, that much food outside is there. So please go see yourself, right, the food, and enjoy the festival. It's nice weather, and enjoy the food outside. And this is the report from the Words and Kirtan newsletter. And as we all know, we have distributed 51 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam this year, which is achievement in itself. And then they say as of August 2024, we stand third position in 2024 book distribution, while ISKCON, Toronto and Brampton are first and second respectively. So we are third in the book distribution family. And globally we stand 88th position out of 355 participating centers. This is still a very big achievement. We were not even close few years back. Now by the mercy of Shri Shri Radha Madhav and by the blessings of all the acharyas and the Maharaj. So we are getting there, right, and our target is to become at least first in Canada sometime soon.
Haribo.
So we can ask Maharaj for the blessings. So bless us. So thank you very much. That's all we have. Yeah. Okay, and Maharaj is here. As Maharaj said, Maharaj has some books, right? The Saffron Path. Maharaj is here if you want. It's a small donation for the book. Maharaj is here. If you want a book, Maharaj will sign by himself, and you can get that booklet from the Maharaj. As I said, Maharaj is still available tomorrow. If you want to see him, you can see Maharaj tomorrow. Maharaj is leaving on Tuesday. So get the blessings and mercy of Maharaj while he is here. And Maharaj, my humble request to everybody, please bless our new temple project.
Get it going, man.
Okay, thank you everybody. So everybody can head outside. We have the donation to Gaurav Prabhu. Everybody can head outside and enjoy the feast outside today.
After his announcement.
Hare Krishna. We have the following donations tonight. Sumit Sharma donated $1,875. Vijeta Sharma donated $1,875. One devotee family donated $5,300. That is towards the Janmashtami Prashada. Dinesh and Hemal Katrewala donated $2,100 towards the new temple. Veena Bhattvash donated $48. Mayuri Aula donated $50. And Prapti Sarkar donated $51. Hare Krishna. So we have the prasadam prayer.
We'll sing the prasadam prayer. Mahaprasade Govinde. Mahaprasade Govinde. Vaishnave Salpa Punyavatam Rajan